What is up? It is quite late on Monday. I did not trade today. I was traveling back from a weekend away. So I didn't want to trade on my phone, and the service was crap anyway. So it was not a trading day from me, which is why in my journal it's gone down as an away from charts note. Anyway, let's jump right into this market recap. So it was a no news Monday. The past no news Mondays have been vile for us. The 6th, the 20th, and then today and whatever. There've been horrible no news Mondays recently, so I'm glad that today I was not at my computer to trade, as I would have wanted to stay out anyway, to be honest. But this is a market recap now, just going over what I would have done. So obviously this is the 4 hour candle. So this wouldn't be fully formed yet. So this is how the 4 hour would look. There is these 4 hour highs and these 4 hour lows, and that is all that I'd probably put on. And then over onto the hourly. That candle obviously it hasn't formed yet, so that's what we're looking at. We've got hourly lows right here. Move down and move up, and then this massive 1 hour imbalance, which in hindsight is all of this. But I think I'd mark it as just that, as that's a true volume imbalance from the new week opening. So I'd mark that out. And I would see what levels get hit first. There's also 1 hour highs right here. And obviously, if they were to be hit, then I look for shorts. ES, I'm sure, looks very similar. On the 4 hour, there is those 4 hour highs over there and those 4 hour lows down there. Those are 4 hour lows right there. Not sure if they're on NQ. This they are, but I'm sure they were swept out way before market open. Yeah. 8 a.m. candle took those out. ES, same thing. 8 a.m. candle took those out. So then 1 hour lows right here. And then again, that volume imbalance. So what would I be looking for? I'll be looking for highs or lows to get taken. The 15-minute, there is no liquidity that I would mark on the 15-minute either, as they're 1 hour lows. So that is how I would look at the charts pre-market, and I'd wait for one of those levels to get hit. Now, I believe market did in fact open and take out on NQ those 1 hour lows within a minute, really. So that means I'll be looking for longs off of that 1 hour sweep. I don't think ES got them. No. They're the 1 hour lows. ES didn't get them until 11:35, which is when we stopped looking at the charts. So to mark on 11 a.m. as that is where I can trade up until. So on NQ, those 1 hour lows get swept and a 5 minute up candle is made. That closes at 9:40 to the 9:35 candle. That does not happen on ES. So there's no 5 minute SMT as of yet. That it doesn't really matter, as I'll be waiting for a 5 minute retrace. This candle gets made, cool, waiting for a 5 minute retrace. An important thing first would be seeing a 1 minute break or 1 minute inverse off this sweep to begin with. We don't get that, as here's the 1 minute high, there's the new one, mark out with a red line. There's the new one not broken above, new one not broken above. As you can see, we don't break 1 minute structure for a while. So I wouldn't take a trade off of this retrace candle. That closed at 9:45. So after 9:45, I could look for a 1 minute trade on NQ, but there wouldn't be anything there. Here's that 9:45 open. There is no bullish confluences to take a trade, as you still do not break 1 minute structure to the upside. So no trades there off of that 5 minute up candle and 5 minute retrace. And then we do put in an SMT. This candle closes at 10 a.m. We're obviously being below the 1 hour low, so there's a new 5 minute low. And then on ES, right there, same time. we do put in a 5-minute SMT. Now, this is where I'd be a bit, I don't know how I would react to this, because this move down here did not take out a new form of liquidity or imbalance. So whether I take this as the 5-minute retrace, who knows what I would have done. If I were to take this all as the 5-minute retrace, I'd be right, inverse imbalance, 1-minute break of structure, and then there's an imbalance, and then potentially 1-minute equilibrium. It doesn't get hit, but as such, but there is a possibility where that is the trade I take up to those highs, or potentially up to there, and I'd lose the trade. That there is a possibility where that is the trade that I would end up taking. But I think the more likely scenario is, once this 5-minute SMT has been put in, I'd wait for a new retrace as these candles closed below that low that was made. Same on ES. This retrace and this retrace didn't close below that low actually, so who knows? But ES all once again looks like shit. So would I wanted to trade this? As you can see, this is from open till 11 o'clock where I trade. The 1 minute is not nice. Would I have traded it? Who knows? I didn't sit through it. This video is all hindsight. But if I were to wait for another 5-minute retrace, that does come at 10:15. ES at the same time. ES not taking the low, and I avoid ES longs anyway, so I'll be looking at purely NQ here. But I would see after that SMT gets put in, right, we do break 1-minute structure right here. We break here actually, and then we do close up below. So yeah, 1-minute break of structure on ES right here. 10:06. What's NQ doing at that time? Respecting an imbalance. Who knows? But there is every possibility that I do sit and wait for a 5-minute retrace candle, which comes here. So I draw on 5-minute equilibrium right there, when that candle closes at 10:15. Now, obviously, the 5-minute retrace comes into this equilibrium, but it's not real yet. So again, it is hindsight. This, but that 5-minute retrace closes at 10:15. Or was it 10:10? 10:15 closes at 10:15. That 5-minute retrace. So there I can look for a 1-minute entry model off of that. And what I would see is we're already in bullish market structure. 1-minute inverse fair value gap right there. We treat that the same as a break of structure. So there's a 1-minute inverse fair value gap, and there is a triple BPR in here, as you can see. I'm marking them all on right now. And that actually works perfectly. So as you can see, there is 1, 2, 3 imbalances. 1, 2, 3 imbalances, and the darkest part is where they all overlap, which is somehow this. Well, I say somehow. This is just proof of product. This rectangle here is the darkest part. That's where all 3 overlap, and as you can see, that bit is respected widely with 3 closes within that little bit. So that is a triple BPR right there. So we can get rid of all of that. We can shrink this one down and bring that up, bring that across. That is our BPR where all 3 imbalances are overlapping. As you can see, price comes in and respects that perfectly, along with that inverse imbalance as our break of structure. 1-minute equilibrium 2, we wick that. My entry would be here. Stop under this body, because that's the first of the 3 imbalances. And then TP1 could be there for a that's already a 2RR, or at those highs, or I think this is what I probably likely would have done, was gone for the midpoint of the 15-minute imbalance. Because it is a no news Monday. No need to be greedy, be conservative. That is 91 ticks. And that is likely the trade I'd take. Imbalance at 10-12. ES, I believe did something similar. Where's 10-12? A bit different, but there is this 1 minute imbalance that stays respected the whole time. But it does look a little bit different. So, but the 5 minute retrace closed at the same time, 10-15. Look for a trade after 10-15. Yeah, it would be something like that. Stop. That. TP. Whether that's too greedy and being those highs. Again, this video is all hindsight, as I've said. So, oh, but I'd like to think this is a trade I took. If I was to trade it, just a nice and simple 1 hour sweep, 5 minute SMT, 5 minute retrace candle, 1 minute inverse, FVG and equilibrium and reaction out. Even if I entered on that candle close instead, it's still a good enough trade for me to take it. So that is my market recap. So I would have been looking for longs today. Whether that was the play, it's hard to tell because it is an overall downtrend, as you can see for the session. But that is how my strategy would have played out today. It would have given me a trade today. If I were to have taken it, I could not tell you. But it is an away from charts kind of day. Anyway, so it doesn't really matter what price did because I wasn't on the charts. This is just a market recap, explaining how my strategy would have played out, and it did play out today. But I don't care because I was not on the charts. So that is a market recap. See you in the next one. Peace.